you.
Very good.
Can't tell about the others yet. But I assume we should be live, so feel free to do your thing.
Okay, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included Session 2. Series 3, Session 2. Where, God, I derped so bad in our last session. I can't believe how bad I played. I blame it on the hour and the fact that we'd already played 10 hours of Terra Firma Craft, so my head wasn't there. Yeah. So, yeah, I have no idea what I was thinking. We managed to kill Sal and Mia when, quite simply, all I needed to do was to just deconstruct a couple of blocks and we could just climb straight out of there. But I noticed some of the massage table wasn't prioritized. We've built the base. I've built the base with an uneven number of blocks and just all kinds of things. But anyway, I was sorely tempted to restart, but I thought, no, it just all makes it more interesting, doesn't it? More of a challenge. So let's get on. So everyone's really, really stressed. I've told them to prioritise getting the beds moved up here because the beds down here, we're filling this area with carbon dioxide, which will help to preserve our food once we start creating enough food to be preserved. And this is going to become a nasty area to stay in, so I want to get these beds up here sorted. Yeah, this one in particular, that's the first bed that we need to deconstruct.
On a side note, speaking about deconstruction, say hello to Vladdy.
Hello, Vladdy. Alright, we've got another bed upstairs, so let's deconstruct
also
that one.
Bomb.
Hello, Babom. So yeah, you missed. We streamed very, very late last night, early hours of the morning. Oh, you missed me derping big time.
About 16 hours ago.
Yeah. So I'm now into kind of recovery mode, really. But well, yeah, makes for an interesting session.
Don't you want to go into more detail what you did to me?
Mia's dead. And we did at least get you in a tasteful memorial, though.
Oh, how kind of you.
I'm dead. But I'm in a tasteful memorial as well. So, you know, it's not so bad. What it does mean is that our the first 3 duplicates that we start with are the most important ones because for the early game. Because that's the only ones where we really get to choose the characteristics that we need. And we've lost 2 of our 3 most important characters to start with.
Which were our researcher and who?
No, we've still got our researcher, but we haven't got research set up yet. It was the constructor and the digger. I was the constructor and Mia was the digger.
How kind of you. A side note, Sal smells according to Spidey.
Hi, Spidey. We have at least sorted out the food crisis. We got down to 0 calories because stuff was just so chaotic.
Babom would like to know who next to me and you were the other starting characters.
Okay, we have 2 others. We've got Drills, who's running up and down, who was... Oh no, it was Bulls. It was Drills who voted Bulls in, wasn't it? And Diekick, who was one of our viewers last night.
No. Point in case being...
Poffis, who's actually Belorso.
Yeah, among the first 3 were me, Sal, and Lyra, who was later renamed to Belorso. And then to Poffis, because Cookie something.
Belorso asked. Yeah.
And after that, people like...
Drills, Bulls, Diekick.
Joined the colony just to fail me and Sal as we suffocated in the hole because they thought, painting ladders would be nicer. Say hello to the spotted cow.
Hello, spotted cow. So I'm kind of hoping that things go a bit better today, but I don't know, because, well, it's a lot easier to derp on stream than it is when I'm recording offline. Oh god, look at that stress.
Oh yeah, we're all gonna die, and then again I'm already dead, so why do I care?
Drills is getting really angry. Get on the bed, Drills.
The spotted cow points out that you need a cow to kill. That's a bit disturbing, don't you think?
Taking away another one of those beds. And we could do with sweeping around these beds. Not sure why those mush bars rotted so fast. Because they've only just been produced. Possibly something to do with the save. Okay, but yeah, I think we're... If we can bring the stress down, then we're out of our main crisis.
And in what crisis would we be then?
No, I think by then we should just be... The thing I've really got to watch out for is the power. Now, one of our viewers did spot that we've got a natural gas geyser up here, which is really good, because it's in a nice position. Because I was thinking, over here, we've got a good area to use as a reservoir, and if we want to harness the power from this, we're going to need somewhere to dump a lot of polluted water. And this is looking like a nice place. And we could open up our base to the puffs and see if we can let the puffs into the base.
But one would like to know if you had any circuit overloads yet.
No, not yet. Too early for that yet.
Yeah, she barely has a circuit running at this point. Also, Bobom prefers to stay out of this game, since he'd like to keep his record of no deaths so far running. And Spidey believes this game would be great with multiplayer. How so? Please elaborate. Do I play my individual character? That's weird.
Okay, so this ration box that I've built down here, it's unrefrigerated and it's in polluted oxygen, but down here we'll start building up the carbon dioxide and that'll become a sterile environment soon enough.
Never thought of it like that.
Now what we could do with to help that on its way is to cut away a little bit here. But I want to sweep up some of these resources because that could well be a hatch.
On a side note, say hello to Terry Love.
Hello, Terry.
He'd like to know what this game is actually about, so please deliver your canned explanation.
Well, this game is about being trapped in the centre of an asteroid in deepest, darkest space. And what we have is a printing pod where we can print duplicates, and we are about to print a new duplicate. And all we have to do is to build things and help our duplicates survive. And I've not been terribly successful at that so far, because so far I've managed to kill Sal and Mia.
By
But that was
ditching us
just-
into a shallow grave and letting
Yeah.
us suffocate.
That was just a total derp on my part. But yeah, it was late and we had been playing an awful lot of Terra Firma Craft.
Mary Love is interested in the idea of duplicants. Does that mean they're going to be more than one Mir? Is that a good idea?
We will at some point print Mir version 2. We'll have version 2.0 Mir.
Yeah, but before we do that, let's focus on maintaining the colony before we
Yeah.
return to courtesy reprintings.
We are desperately short of people. Right, but what I'm going to do is switch off that food production just so that the... new friends! Okay, let's have a look. What have we got here? We really do need a cook.
Didn't we have a cook who we then renamed to Bell also?
Yeah, but he's also our researcher.
Alright, never mind.
Oh, but we also have an interior decorator who's pretty good at other things too.
Spotted Cow asks for Mir version 2.0, now with extra salt. Then again, Babom would like to have a Vladdy. And Vladdy is up for the job of being a cook or an interior decorator.
And I got the message earlier from when Spotted Cow says we need a cow to kill. I think that was a message that we should bring Spotted Cow in as well.
Oh, that makes more sense now. I was thinking of regular cows, not spotted ones.
We shall bring everybody in. But let's
Everybody gets around to dying.
Let's think, who do we most need at the moment? Because at the moment, actually, we just need pairs of hands. Dimensionally inept is a bad thing to have at the moment. Because we need everybody to be able to build, and we need everybody to be able to dig. Gastrophobia means can't cook. That's not a big deal. But no particularly specialist characters. I think, actually, I'm going to go for Bert. Because this is going to be our artist, we'll bring him in as Crazy Potato.
Sorry, everybody.
Sorry, everyone. I know Potato's not even here at the moment, is he?
No, of course not. The lazy bum has decided to sleep through the day. On a side note, Terry Love points out that with duplicants you could have a dozen minties. Which is possible. There is a minty hairstyle.
Although, I mean, we keep on saying it looks like Minty, but actually Minty doesn't really have a hairstyle like that. We just think he does. Because we have met Minty in real life.
Bloody points out that if you need a grave digger, you should pick him. And Babom earlier on explained that with no oxygen, you would attract harmful bacteria that breathe in anaerobic, areas, which would be more dangerous and harmful than the normal ones. But sure, call it sterile.
Right. What I want to do now is to get this bit swept up just round there, so that we can bring in more of the carbon dioxide. And it'll get the carbon dioxide out of this area as well. And out of here. Give it somewhere to go.
On a side note, say hello to Mahula.
Hello, Mahula.
Who's
Long time no see.
For a salt and vinegar Mir.
Well, yeah, Mir is dead and he was very salty about it.
Don't worry, the second version will be saltier. Which Spider-Man explains as a really salty colony. As in, this is going to become one.
Potato's first job is, of course, to unblock the toilet.
Yeah, serves him right.
So the game has changed quite a bit since the last couple of times I've played it. Duplicant stress is way more important than it used to be, but oxygen is less of an issue. Like polluted oxygen, it's very easy to get our hands on polluted oxygen now, and it'll flood the base. It'll make them sick, but they can breathe it.
Cherry Love hopes that Potato washes his hands afterwards. Unfortunately, he can't do that yet. Sal hasn't invented the hand sanitizer yet.
Actually, hand sanitizers are quite a difficult thing to bring into the game because they require chlorine. They require bleach stone, which creates chlorine. And chlorine is a difficult gas to deal with in the early game, but we will. And I actually... The hand washer is one of the most amusing things in the game, I think. It's a big tongue on a stick.
Ugh.
And the faces that the duplicants pull. I mean, none of them have got happy faces on them at the moment. Oh, stress is really high. Okay, but we should now have a lot of this carbon dioxide coming down. And again, to help it a bit more, I'm going to take out some of this, because this will help the gas to flow. And we'll continue. There's a hatch there. We want to kill that hatch.
I'm not sure if you have the resources yet to kill anything.
Yeah, they die pretty easy.
If you say so.
Okay, right. Let's get hatch. Everybody attack. Priority 9. Let's get everyone on the job.
The bomb agrees, I think, and he wants you to drink a Pepsi? Okay.
To drink a Pepsi?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what he says. Oh, in regards to stress? I don't think that drinking Pepsi would reduce your stress, but right.
Alright, let's get in a couple more beds. Building them out of granite because granite is a more attractive material. Apparently that makes for more comfortable beds.
And something is as easy as mere, according to the spotted cow. That's reassuring to know, thank you. And apparently autocorrect is messing with Bomb's message.
As always.
It was a reference to their terrible advertisement.
Oh, I haven't seen any. I've been avoiding advertisements.
Yeah, I have no idea what the current Pepsi advertisements look like. I try to not look at them, plus I'm not a big fan of Pepsi myself. Kind of tastes like sugary paper mache in fluid form. It's not really my thing. Terry Love asks if there is Valium in this game to reduce stress.
Is there what, sorry?
Valium.
Valium. There isn't, but there are massage tables. And we can set the maximum and minimum. So Drills at the moment has jumped on because he's over 60 stress, and we'll massage him until he comes down to 45. But there are several things we can do to improve stress. One is to improve the decoration, because they're very sensitive to their surroundings, these poor duplicants. They hate getting wet. There's food that they don't like eating. Like at the moment, I am making them eat mush bars, which is dirt cooked in water. It has nutritional value, stops them from starving, but they get really stressed out eating that. And they will want much better food eventually. So they start off with a certain level of expectation, and then as time goes on, they expect more and better. So we will need to get them showers and proper toilets and better food and better clothes and stuff like that, just to keep their stress down, because they become proper little divas over time. And I think as soon as we see the food, yeah, it's gone over 20, so I'm going to take off the food, and that means that we can switch up the research. So Apophis, who's Bell also. In fact, I might switch Apophis's name back to Bell also just for the moment. Oops, Bell also.
I don't know why, but Anubis's Nightbot chat command thingy has a Bell also command, which I don't understand. What would you need that for? But alright. I'll assign it to catch up on chat. Terry Love thinks that Phil DeFranco. Who was that? Sal?
What?
Phil DeFranco.
Phil DeFranco.
Point in case being he made fun of Pepsi not long ago, specifically the ad that was about a riot and police brutality that was instantly stopped when someone brought out a crate of Pepsi.
Oh yeah, there was the thing, wasn't there, where people were giving cans of Coke to policemen.
What?
What? It was the thing.
Okay. That's weird. Then again, I'm pretty sure Pepsi is not the thing here, as long as you have any form of riots and police brutality and bring out something free for them to take, which they're all interested in, like, I don't know, sandwich buffet, would instantly stop it. It's not about the Pepsi, it's about the fact that you bring something for free that brings people together. As long as there's enough of it. If there's not enough of it, you'll have riots about the scarcity of the Pepsi or sandwiches.
Okay, at last we have some research completed. It's taken me a long time to do that.
Anyway, the spotted cow has to leave for work. See you guys in 5 days.
Oh, see you soon. Have a good day, Spotted Cow. Good mood to you.
And say hello to Joshua Buck.
Hello, Joshua.
He would like to know how you are and what he missed.
What you missed was I'm dead. The first session yesterday and I derped really, really bad. And I killed me and I killed Mia.
I'm not letting this down, by the way, and I'll keep bringing this up.
Yeah, this is going to be a thing for a while, I imagine. So I'm kind of in recovery mode. But we're doing alright now. Because I'm usually pretty good at this game. It's just last night I really wasn't.
Spotted Cow says, good moo, Sal. Anyway, return to chat.
Yeah.
Vladdy prefers the original Coke. The expensive ones are all crap, basically. And I'd like to agree. I don't really see the appeal of the other ones, but I'm a cretin when it comes to my food. And Terry Love points out that it could be worse than mush bars. It could be McDonald's.
Yeah.
Vladdy agrees. McDonald's is meh, and he never goes there.
Oh, new friends!
And Phil
DeFranco
is a YouTuber and news channel. Still doesn't ring any bells. I usually don't watch these people.
Right, let's see who we're bringing in, and then we'll decide who they are. Right. Starting with the downsides, yokel means they can't do research. That's not a problem because we've got a researcher and we only need one. Noodle arms means that they have really low strength and they can't carry much. Now the thing about noodle arms is it's not something that they can learn. Unlike anemia, which an anemic means that they've got really low speed, really low athletics, but they will learn that because as they run around they pick up better athletics. So looking at these guys,
yokel. Let's bring in a turn.
Meep looks like our best option.
Never mind then.
Because 11 digging is really good. Although, while everybody's getting so stressed out, having someone who's destructive is a bit of a problem. So when stress level reaches 100, Meep would start destroying things. Whereas a binge eater, we can probably cope with a binge eater. And 7 digging.
Then again, the other one has mole hands.
Yeah. That's why we're getting such good digging. Nah, we can cope with a bit of destruction. We just fix things. All right.
A digger. That's
digger.
clearly a Vladdy.
Yeah, actually, you're absolutely right. Vladdy, you will be our new grave digger.
Yep.
Vladdy,
agrees.
you're
A
in.
grave digger. That's him. And Bawom is surprised that the spotted cowhouse to work on a Sunday. Trust me, I was surprised to find stores in the city that are open on Sundays too. That's really weird to me. But I guess it does mean there is work to do on Sunday.
Right, let's just have a look at the jobs, because I've got Bellorso doing both research and cooking. Have we got anyone else? Learning 5, learning 9. What I might do is allow drills also to do research. That would just help things. And tomorrow we shall deconstruct Drills' bed.
Why that?
And to
we're
get him
moving
off this floor. Yeah.
we're moving him
Because
upstairs.
this area is going to get very heavy with the carbon dioxide.
Lovely.
Now we have we got the ability? No, I want a mess table. That requires the research that Drills is currently working on. Oh, food shortage. That's because the food's rotting because it's in a polluted atmosphere. But yes, that will all come under control soon. Now, we've got the research going. We've got enough beds in place. Things are generally okay now. Oh, good. That research is actually complete. Let's get some more going.
Vladdy points out that you are the only industrial miner he knows of in space engineers. He himself
True.
does heavy industrial mining and transport. I think in a recent Space Engineers episode you had quite a nice and long discussion about hauling with Anubis? Or was it in Terra Firmacraft? I'm mixing that up at the
I
moment.
think it was in Space Engineers, yeah.
Or it could have been in one of the episodes I've been editing, which was several months ago, and I'm just throwing everything together and confusing it, which wouldn't be too surprising. That happens too.
Right, what we want to do is to hook up this natural gas geyser to a place where we can power it. And that's going to be out here, so I'm going to start doing some digging works out here. And the other thing is, because we're so close to this cold biome and the temperatures are really nice and low.
Ooh, 8 degrees, that's nice.
This floor here should make a pretty good farm. So I think what we'll do is we'll get this dug out.
Talking about engineers, were there any plans for continuing medieval engineers?
Quite possibly. I mean, it was one of Boris's moments of fancy, I suppose, is a good way of putting it. Oh, that research is done already. Let's see. We need interior decoration pretty quick.
Vladdy agrees, the medieval engineer streams were quite funny.
Yeah. I think what will probably happen is we'll time the medieval engineers to tie in with Anubis's availability, and he can play with us every other weekend, which would make it next weekend.
So maybe it's going to happen, maybe not. Depends on how
on the rest of
well
the group.
medieval engineers works with his computer this time. I mean, you might remember that Universe
He
had some
did
issues.
have problems, yeah.
Hold on. For some reason it's pronounced issues. Which sounds weird to me, even though it's apparently the proper British English pronunciation. Issues. But that's not in rhyme and reason with the common pronunciation rules you have in English. But what do I know?
We were never really that big on the importance of rules.
I am aware. In theory, the spelling and pronunciation of your language is a bit of a clusterfudge.
Oh, interior decor research. I don't know, I kept on looking at that and thinking it was fine dining. Let's change the research to interior decor. We really need those mess tables because that will cheer everybody up quite
Terry Love
significantly.
likes the games with more targeted construction and less combat and griefing. And Babom loves the way you sell, say, Giza.
Giza. Giza.
Geysir.
And I probably pronounced it slightly differently each time as well.
That's not going to help me.
We could probably do with another outhouse. I'll stick it up here.
But yeah, I have to agree, usually focused games that try to direct people into working together and making something as a group are usually more enjoyable for me too.
I am gonna have to reduce the research so that food takes priority.
And Terry Love points out that he's an old geezer. Ooh, a farm. Does that mean we get to see the cool new agricultural box?
It does, yeah. That will be our first priority. Our
Lovely.
next priority. Let's have a look at the temperature around here. So it's 18, 20, 19, but I'm hoping because it's quite cool up here that the temperature here now will start to drop. So what we want is the hydroponic farms. Yep, copper will be fine. And we'll need to allow for it to be cooled a bit further than it is as well. So let's do maybe to there. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay.
I would have assumed you need spaces in between the planting spots to keep it cool.
No, what we'll do is see these things up here. These are Wheezeworks, and they blow cold air.
Ooh.
They're plants that absorb heat. And there's a couple more here, so we will find our way up there. And we'll go and get a Wheezewort seed to plant in the middle. But the temperature's pretty good. Now, we are going to need some polluted water to fertilise the plants with. So let's start thinking about that. Where shall we come in? Be nice if it was level with this. Or the next one down, so that I was keeping my base with some sort of...
Apparently, Babom is competing very closely in terms of messages sent with the entirety of Twitch.
Ah!
Twitch, you need to step up your game.
Right, yeah, we'll take that out to there. I'll dig that one out because otherwise someone's going to... You just know someone's going to get their head stuck in it. And we'll dig along there. Now, as soon as we can see down here, what I'm going to do is, as soon as we've got the research done to do liquid pumping, we'll drop a pump down here. And that way we can feed... Yeah?
I think your research is complete.
Oh. Yeah. They're on food at the moment. Right, we're going to need liquid piping. Oh, that's done already. Good. Is there anything else that we need in the short term? No, right. In that case, we'll just get going through stuff. Does that mean we can... Yes, we can now build mess tables.
Lovely. Isn't the food box a bit far away from the mess tables?
That's not terribly important because they tend to just grab themselves some food and go sit somewhere a bit random. Oh, but I'll tell you what I would like to do is to cut through there and sweep up some of this before that hatch there eats it all. In fact, let's prioritise that. Oh, new friends! Let's have a look. Everyone's got a small bladder. One's a yokel. We can deal with any of those.
But that's a minty hairstyle.
That's it.
Clearly. Then again, we could have another Lyra.
No, but, well, yeah, maybe somebody else who can pitch it. Well, we've got 2 people who can do research at the moment.
Plus, we don't need another painter. So.
Yeah. And this person, although, I mean, the expectation that he starts with for his decor is quite high. But good athletics, good construction, a high strength to start with. Not too bad. This guy's a pretty good all-rounder. Right, who would we like to be? Someone who's going to run around a lot, do building and digging.
That's the point where chat chips in and says, yep, I want to be a Herald. Or a Minty. Because you're looking at the head, that's clearly a Minty, I'm telling you. On a side note, while we're waiting for chat, Babom would like to know why there's so many people on Twitch today. I don't know.
Don't know. No, actually, I do have another viewer who would like to come in. Adam on YouTube, one of the commenters on YouTube, saw last night's stream and asked if he could be included in the game. And he has asked before anybody else, so I should really bring in Adam next.
Then again, the spotted cow asked too today, but then again, they just left.
I'll be a Minty.
Babom would like to be
Babom wants to be a Minty. Okay. All right. So, Adam, we shall bring you in shortly. And Spotted Cow will bring you in too. But for the moment...
Babom is going to die.
Babom is going to have the Minty hairstyle.
Oh, on a side note, say hello to the Radiator07.
Oh, hello, Radiator07.
That took you long to decipher.
Yeah, I had to check that you'd actually got that name right.
How would I not get the Radiator right?
You know.
Fine. And Terry is on Twitch because he thought he should use it or lose it. And Landy just prefers Twitch because it usually works better for him.
Right, go dig that hatch. Go dig that hatch. Oh, should have prioritised those. Yeah, prioritise that one and that one. Right, now that... Everybody attack. Attack that hatch. Okay, now that hatch. That's algae. No.
Attack that plant right next to the criminal animal over there. Not criminal, dangerous.
Hatch. There we go. Everybody attack. Very good. So no, it won't eat any. Neither of those two will eat our resources, and that provides us with a bit of meat.
Lovely. I always wanted to eat shell creatures. Ugh.
Yeah, having these puffs either come through to our base or even just staying around here, these guys, they breathe polluted oxygen. They breathe out clean oxygen, and they excrete slime. So that'd be a good thing.
Too bad they have a tendency of just randomly disappearing, especially after
Yeah,
saving and
they're a bit-
reloading.
Cancel that.
But Terry Glove agrees it's probably good to have some meat with your mush bars. Let me remind you,
Yeah.
it's literally dirt and water. It's mud. They're eating mud cakes. Oh, God, that's gross.
Mia disapproves.
Oh, really?
Who'd have guessed?
Yeah. Thought I would be all for the baking and cooking skills of a toddler.
Oh, look at this. That goes down really deep.
Yeah, but it's really narrow too.
Yeah, but we can fix that. So,
Radiator's interested if slime also doesn't make Doesn't slime also just make polluted oxygen? So it's kind of...
Yeah, it does.
Well, it dissipates again while it's creating polluted oxygen, so it's alright, I guess.
Well, the polluted oxygen is our only... Oops. Is our only form of oxygen creation at the moment while we have little power. We'll try running this through. Sometimes it's not so good, and really I should run it under and put a little individual thing in. Yeah, so slime creates polluted oxygen as well, but it takes time to dissipate. So the puffs tie up the polluted oxygen into a slow release mechanism.
Which, according to J-Dog, turns them into a self-sufficient oxygen generator.
It certainly does.
On a side note, you should probably say hello.
Hello.
And Radiator has decided to join the Twitch people. So he's on Twitch now.
Ah.
Speaking about polluted oxygen, Vladdy also makes polluted
And hello
oxygen.
to Jade Dog, who I didn't say hello to.
Ah, how rude of you. Plus, you interrupted Vladdy's
Sorry.
weird joke about his butt making polluted oxygen. Oh, also say hello to Alfie.
Hello, Elfie.
You joined at the right time, only now you can witness people making polluted oxygen with their bums.
Right, how's the research? Yes, research is coming along. Actually, was that the research we were doing? Oh no, we're working on installation at the moment. Fine. I'd like them to dig out this bit here, just in case this little bit of polluted water drops through. It doesn't flow into the base and into our clean water. It's not such a big deal if your clean water gets polluted these days. And there's loads of... There's ways of getting water now that we never used to have.
On a side note, Radiator's asking if you could check the reports card you have.
Sure.
And see how high the flatulence generation is.
We don't have any flatulent people in the base.
Hooray! So, no actual Vladdies.
Right, next thing. What we'll do here is to bring a ladder down. Now, I wonder if we can... That might be just too close. If I bring a ladder down here, the walls should survive.
Yeah, but can they
In
still
fact-
create the pipes through the wall?
What I'm going to do is
Just
to
lead it down
bring
through the ladder.
bring the pipes in. They can carry on digging while we do that.
What?
There we go. We'll do it like that.
Why? I thought you lead it through the entire pipe. Ladder.
Yeah, what am I thinking? You're absolutely right.
Ah, you're derping again already?
I am.
This is going to get people killed, but I don't really care about because I'm already dead.
Don't worry,
Just
Mia.
like
We
to
shall
keep reminding people
we
that
shall
she killed me
reprint
within
Mia-
the first 20 minutes.
We shall reprint Mia version
2.
2.0 shortly.
Just so you can kill me again. I see how it is. I wonder how a puff would feel like when touched.
Like a fish, I imagine. A bit kind of cold and slimy.
Yeah, okay. It's not as nice as I was imagining. I was imagining weird bees.
I tell you what else I'm going to do. I'm actually going to... Now the water level's dropped, because it was up at this level before. I am going to bring this down a little.
Are you sure that's the right count of...
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, just checking. What are you going to put down there?
I'm going to bring the ration box down once so that it's firmly within the carbon dioxide area.
Terry Love points out that Sal killing me while a gal's got to have a hobby. I like to point out that she killed herself in the attempt.
Yeah, I did.
And while Potato would like to believe that we were holding hands while we were slowly suffocating
That
down
was
there,
true.
I was pretty sure that I've been complaining the entire time for her hiring such stupid people who preferred to build ladders somewhere in the distance instead of rescuing us.
Yeah.
Really upset there. And Cherry Love points out that you just need to practice more.
Practice killing Mima.
Yeah, I guess that's what he was aiming for.
Sounds reasonable.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like you'd like to kill me.
Right, they'll be able to get into that. And the way the water flows is water will always tend towards the right, as will the heavy gases. Which is why, see how we've got this line here that just goes through? Because the carbon dioxide is a heavier gas, so it will tend to sit towards the right hand side. Which is why I'm putting the ration box on this side rather than that side.
Ah.
And we'll just
I
move that
appreciate
further
how you
down.
have to climb an almost 6-story building just to get to the fridge. Then again, I'm not sure if I want to get down to the fridge, seeing how the fridge is filled with mud.
The fridge might have a few... Well, no, sorry, that's our water supply. Right. Ration box 7. This ration box deconstruct.
Radiator points out that you should just dig the spot to the left of the water pump. But why?
Oh, this bit here. To allow the water to come in. I'm thinking that that will probably just crumble of its own accord. If it doesn't, then yeah, I'll dig it out. But if I can avoid the duplicants having to actually get in there,
yeah, that would help.
Yeah, it would help with their... Oh, new friends!
Speaking about new friends, Terry Love just made some new friends with a bit of food that arrived that he's now going to eat. Bon appetit.
Do enjoy. Right, let's have a look.
We have a Joshua. And we had a Joshua commenter early on, but, you know.
And a Nicola as well. Right, let's see. I'd say anemic we can get over because they start slow. Oh, 7 strength. That's pretty good. And athletics they will learn. They'll get over that, especially someone in the early game. Bottomless stomach, yeah, we could do without. Anemic is a good one because that's something that we can overcome. It's a temporary handicap, whereas bottomless stomach is something we live with. And so, yeah, I think we're going to go with Joshua. And we'll bring this in as Adam, who's asked to be in. So, Adam, you are in.
You're doing that thing again.
I can't help it. Mia doesn't like it when I say you're in. Other people like it when I say you're in.
Oh, no, they don't. They're just too polite to admit that it's awful.
Shoo.
Oh, you can't shoo me.
I can too.
Terry Love is trying to make it sound like he's not eating mush bars right now. But the fact that he has to point it out makes it feel like he is. So enjoy your mud cakes.
Okay, so these are... We're just waiting for the irrigation to be set up down here, and then we'll plant some seeds up here.
Then we need to filter that water.
No, they like polluted water because that's their fertilizer. Well, as well as... Oh, fertilizer! That's something I've not done. Right, we need a compost pile. Well, stick it there for the moment.
Just one floor down, you have... Oh, from the
Research.
sleeping places. Oh, that's gross.
Right, we shall continue the research.
Terry Love points out that he's eating fish and chips, and Babom thinks that the new friends is a bit cheesy.
New friends! They get a temporary buff to their mood when we get new friends in.
So does Sal herself.
Let's have a look about where are we going to expand our base
Some of your
to over
food
time.
has decayed.
Yeah, that's food that's trapped in places that they can't get to, probably. This down here now, it's a sterile atmosphere, so it won't decay once it's in. But yeah, bits of edible things that are dotted around the map, that will decay.
Bloody will be making lamp chops later on. And no, it's probably spelled with a B instead of a P, but I think I see what you mean. Unless, of course, you're planning on eating light bulbs, in which case you've been perfectly right.
Yeah, we're doing okay for food. But the calories that we have includes any food that's within sight of the duplicants, but sometimes there's food that they can't actually get access to. And what might actually happen down here is that even though it's in a sterile environment, so it will stop decaying, some of the food may well have been well decayed. Yeah.
Alfie points out, lamp chops, is that a light lunch?
Oh, very good.
For Vladdy it would be dinner, see how he's a bit later on in time. But yeah, light dinner.
Right, Weezeworts. This is going to be a problem area to cut into, because as soon as we do, it'll start to melt and the water is going to come down this way. Over here is less of a problem though. So we could cut through here and go get the Weezeworts in this area. And there's another one down here too.
Vladdy points out that his English is crap at best and he can only somewhat make it because of autocorrect. And no, don't say that. You've been doing fairly well so far. And a single spelling mistake isn't that bad.
What have we got here? Oh, it's a plant, a mealwood plant. Right, how are we doing? How are we doing on the big dig?
Still a ways away.
Oh, look at this. So it goes down deeper, that's good. So we'll probably end up sinking this down deeper over time because we're going to need a lot of space for a lot of polluted water. So we're going to produce an awful lot to handle all of our equipment that's going to be needed from to harness the gas around the place.
Bloody points out that it's more of a medium lunch. Which kind of indicates that he missed the horrible pun that Alfie made, but don't worry. You didn't miss much. Plus, I'm usually not the biggest fan of puns.
Oh, you are too, Mia.
Oh no, I'm not. I hate them. I literally despise them. Unless
You
it's me who's
love a
doing
good
them.
pun.
Unless it's me who's doing them. I only love them when I'm the one who's giving out the pun. Alfie asks, horrible pun? Illuminate me, Mayor. I shall not enlighten you. Anyway, those horrible puns are all hurting me physically, so I'm going to remind Sal that we're drawing to a close soon.
Oh wow, is it almost an hour already?
It is. Almost. Just reminding you that it's lurking there in the background.
Okay.
Arriving soon. By
That
soon
is-
I mean in about
Yeah.
3.5 minutes.
Okay. This is not going to collapse by itself, so I will take it out just so that we don't end up with such a trapped puddle there.
That's gonna be gross to dig out.
Someone...
I'm
well,
glad
there's
that I'm
been-
dead so I don't have to do it.
Right, what we'll be able to do now is plant some mealwood seeds. Oh, combat. Hatch.
Whoopsie dooses, how did that happen?
Just dug up one of the buried objects was a hatch. There we go. Hatch dealt with.
Bloody would like to know if you plan on streaming more today, Sal.
Not sure yet. Depends on what we did agree to was with oxygen not included. It's good because it's a bit crashy. It's good for my computer and it's good for the game if I give it a break in between sessions. And because it's actually quite a complex game, it's also a good idea if I take a bit of time in between sessions just to plan what I'll do next. So we're gonna...
we don't end up in situations where she misaligns all the
Yeah.
floors and kills two of the best duplicants at the start.
Yeah. So let me just have a look at these. Oh, it's actually too cold rather than too hot,
Oh.
which is unusual.
Put a wheel in the middle and let them generate some heat.
Oh, it'll... The heat out here is 29-30, so the temperature will start to mix up a little bit.
Jeez, you're getting a cold from just walking downstairs and upstairs again. Radiator points out that you have such a nice base. At least it's a lot neater in comparison to his. He has wires and pipes everywhere.
Oh, don't worry. It will come.
Oh yeah, it's just a starting base, but to be fair, tucking your wires and pipes away helps with the stress of the
Yeah,
duplicates.
it does.
Because they don't like the look of those things. But again, I'm not sure if it counts as tucked away when they're under the ladder.
Not really, but because ladders are not decorative, have got an anti-decorative property to them. Having all of your bad things in one place just helps to mitigate it a bit.
Touche.
Somebody is stressed. Probably Vladdy. Oh, Vladdy's stressed. Probably because he's been running around in... Oh, he's got light wounds, interrupt his sleep. Yeah.
Got bitten by a hatch, I imagine.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be upset about that too.
Now the temperature up here has started to rise, so we're in... Yeah, see, over this side. So the cold is coming from this area, which is really nice, because it's usually the hard thing is getting the temperature down. Stifled means that there isn't enough gas in this area, and again, the gas coming through from over here will help. We will be getting more density into the gas, so quite happy with that. Meanwhile, new friends. Who shall we bring in?
We've got a cell on the left.
Can't dig it, don't want that. Noodle arms, don't want that. Bottomless stomach isn't really that preferable. I actually think I'm going to reject them all.
Yeah, that's a good point. Reject them all and end the stream with that.
Yeah,
Rejections for everybody. Including you, chat.
Everybody there. Next time we'll bring somebody in. When you reject somebody, you get a new choice faster than you would otherwise. And now we're up to 8 people, which is a tiny number, but it's enough to get by. We've hit a sustainable minimum, so we can start being very choosy about the people that we bring in. Make sure they're the right people. And you, chat, you are the right people. Was that cheesy enough for you?
Thank you. But before you leave, here's a tip from Radiator. You could airlock the plant area once it's at a good pressure.
Yeah. And what I might do is to build a wall down this side just to stop the cold air from coming in. It'll allow the air pressure to build up a little bit. And then if we decide that if the temperature here starts rising, I can deconstruct the wall again. So I'm going to have a play around with that off camera and just work out what our next thing to do will be. But for now, I think we'll end the stream here. And I don't know, it depends on what Mia thinks and stuff like that.
Let me try something.
What was that, Mia? It says exclamation mark stream schedule.
Okay.
Mia's looking puzzled.
Interesting. Let me try again. People have been requesting this dreaded thing for a while now, and I want to see if it works.
Oh, is that why you've been fiddling around with things like events and stuff? Bot on strike.
Yeah, probably. There he is. There he comes.
Yeah, we might pick up later on
There's
today.
no T command. Go away. I don't need to take commands from a bot about when I want to drink tea.
We may return in a little while with a bit more oxygen not included. Maybe. We'll see how Mia feels.
Maybe. But
Yeah.
I currently realise
No
that
promise.
apparently all Twitch users are excluded from using bot commands.
Oh.
Because apparently the command needs to start with that thing. That's weird. I'll put in a vodka command if you really want it.
Anyway, we shall leave it here, and we shall see you soon, vodka. We shall see you soon for some more oxygen not included.
We can't actually see you.
Bye for